MP, you're about to go off.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital. What a huge game in the Cup tonight. Both of these teams 2-0, and a win tonight is a giant step towards the knockout stages, Grant.
Well, remember this, B. The first tiebreaker is head-to-head record. So if you win this one, you get that. I expect a really intense game.
And a lot of talk this year about MP and his sights set on securing the NBA Cup for his team. It really adds a bit of intrigue and drama to what's already become a fan favorite here in the early goings of the NBA season.
Yeah, as if we needed any more drama. MP, I think, draws a lot of attention to himself with his expectations and goals, but I admire that he puts his vision into reality and isn't afraid to tell the world what he wants to achieve. MP always seems to find a way to give us must-watch NBA action.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. We've got Markelle Fultz. Also Green out there. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Murphy in at the 4 spot. Outside, Green. Takes the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot. And it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Cunningham against Fultz. And Fultz pulls it down.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Green for 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. To the middle. And stolen by Green. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Alexander-Walker. Got a hand on it. And that'll be Miami's ball as it goes out of bounds. Heat able to keep the possession. So it's Miami now. And stolen by Cunningham. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's the bulldozer. And he banks in the layup.
It all happened in an instant. Turning defense into offense. Love it.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
And the former #1 overall pick in 2017. Obviously, Markelle Fultz had some upside, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, unfortunately, people tend to judge you by what your draft position was. The bottom line is, this guy is a solid player, a good rebounder and playmaker. He can score in the paint, and he just continues to get better.
Gets the 3 to fall.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim. He can defend in isolation. He can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
Pass to the bulldozer. Tipped. Now here's Adebayo. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Outside, Green nails it from 3. Green's got 9.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Knocked away. Wallace, the pass to the bulldozer. Back to Wallace. Here's the bulldozer. Green covering. Pass to the bulldozer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To halt the run. Offensive rebound. Christie's shot is off. Heat leading by 10. Crafty move. No good off the glass. For Detroit, they've gone only 2 of 6 from the field.
And that's what you want to see from Smith. Now, it's important for him to make strides as a playmaker.
Here's Fultz. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Pass to Adebayo. Launches it. The rebound by Detroit. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
Outside Murphy from deep. And it's rebounded by the bulldozer. Pistons trail by 5. Smith passes to the bulldozer. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Up top, Alexander Walker. No made baskets yet. Pass to Adebayo. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Cunningham looking it over. Here's Christie. There's the triple. This is another, just 1 of 4 from the floor.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And as some of you might know, this game serving as the 3rd contest in group play of the NBA Cup tournament for these 2 teams. Grant, a lot on the line here tonight for them.
Yeah, B.A., and both sides are very much alive in the group stage at this point. Whoever gets the win here is well on their way to the next stage of the NBA Cup.
And Detroit making a change here. Schroeder's checked in.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Outside Murphy. Pass to Green. Fires from deep. And it's rebounded by the bulldozer. The bulldozer's got 4 rebounds in the game. Wallace, the pass to the bulldozer. Ooh, a 2-handed power slam.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Back to Fultz. And Adebayo slams it in.
Oh, it's almost scary watching Adebayo throw it down. Incredible natural power.
Up top, Schroeder, hounded by Fultz. Pass to Schroeder. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Miami. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Here he goes. It's tipped. Murphy against Smith. Shoots over Murphy. And there's another one for the Pistons. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
You know, they've all...
Heat trail by 4. Setting the floor for the Heat. Ty Jerome is out there with Ivy. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Ross in at the center position.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Pass to the bulldozer. Cunningham outside. Oh, the range of Cunningham!
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Ivy outside. Jerome on the wing. Down low. Ross. Blocked! Cunningham outside. Now here's Smith. Shoots over Murphy. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Nice touch from the interior. Smith Jr. knows how to capitalize from this area.
Ivy outside. From behind the arc. Drains the triple. Ivy's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Smith outside. Pass to the bulldozer. Over to the left wing. Inside. Clock at 6. Here's Wallace. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Jerome. He's watched by Cunningham. Ivy outside. From the high post. The Pistons clear it. The Bulldozers got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nice shot by Christie.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Heat trail by 8. Jerome passes to Ivy. Pass to Ross. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, the bulldozer in the last time out against the Magic was tremendous. He dropped 35 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on, see if he can't replicate that performance.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Fultz comes in for Jerome. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Fultz. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Buries it from 3. Ivy's got 6 here in the quarter.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Here's Cunningham. Adebayo grabs the board.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Ivy passes to Murphy. for three. And it's rebounded by the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Cunningham. Over Adebayo. And there's Cunningham on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 5 assists tonight.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
Knocked loose. Wallace, right side. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Fultz finds Adebayo. And the jumper is on the mark. Adebayo's got 13.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game. And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Heat trail by 11. Outside Murphy. Pass to Ivy. Outside McBride. Adebayo in the post. The rebound by Detroit. This, their first look at this year's Miami squad.
This is a team they faced and overcame in last year's playoffs.
Here's the Bulldozer. Here's Christie. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Lets the 3 fly. And Murphy with the 3. 5 points in the game.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Pass to Cunningham. Oh, stolen by Fultz. Drives to the hoop. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Christie. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Christie's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Fultz passes to Ivy. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Baldwin's checked in for Smith. Terry comes in for Christie. Mann, he's checked in for Wallace. And it's Schroeder in for Cade Cunningham. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Miami. Jalen Green comes in for McBride. Here's the Bulldozer. Green covering. The Bulldozer passes to Terry. This one for 3. And Fultz pulls it down. Heat trail by 13. Here's Ivy. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Bulldozers got rebound number 11. Schroeder passes to the Bulldozer. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Ivy, left side. Here's Adebayo. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Outside man. Pass to Schroeder. Ooh, nice D from Fultz. Heat trail by 11. Here's Green. He blocks it again. Oh, you can't throw the weak sauce around him.
No, you can't, B.A. I mean, he's sending everything back.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
The bulldozer passes to Terry, and here's Schroeder outside. Alexander Walker grabs a board.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Outside, Green. Three-pointer. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Fultz has got assist number 7 tonight.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Ivy passes to Adebayo. Misses the baby hook. Detroit leading by 7. Here's the bulldozer. A 35-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And he was a menace on the defensive end in that one, just racking up the blocks.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's the bulldozer. Green covering. And stolen by Adebayo. Fast break Miami. Here's Alexander Walker. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Pass to the bulldozer. Here's the 3. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Ivy outside. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Ivy's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Terry. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. Not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
When I look at Miami, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast? How fast?
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Pistons.
Hey, these guys are...
That does it for half.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Heat trail by 7. They've got Cason Wallace. He's out there with Cunningham. And it's Christie in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Detroit has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Green, the pass to Murphy. Outside, Alexander Walker. No good from outside.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Fultz passes to Adebayo. Green with the ball to the paint. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
And here's Cunningham outside. Murphy pulls it in. Murphy's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fultz scanning the floor. Adebayo, a screen on Cunningham. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Here's a look at some stats for Jabari Smith.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Cunningham against Fultz. And Cunningham with a 3. Cunningham's got 15 points.
Man, that right there gives you a sense of just how quick Cunningham really is.
Adebayo passes to Green. Miami, no good that time either.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
To the inside. Back to Wallace. Banked it in off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 15.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
They set the pick. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside, Green. Off target from outside.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Outside Murphy. Outside Alexander Walker. Back to Fultz. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. And now the Pistons in transition. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And he can play the bully ball inside. Smith Jr., he knows how to use his size and frame.
Grant, when you talk about consistency in officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Pass to the bulldozer. Oh, got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
He was all...
So Will Hardy calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. These teams have been lighting it up so far. The NBA's top scoring teams. In the 3rd spot, Detroit.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
McBride passes to Ivy. Green for 3. Green, money from deep.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Pass to Baldwin. Here's the bulldozer. Back to Schroeder. They set a pick. Fires for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Outside Ross. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Outside Schroeder. Pass to the bulldozer. Stolen by Ross. Outside McBride. 4-3. Baldwin with a rebound.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
To the paint. Stolen by Ross. And Garuba. Here we go. And the layup falls. Garuba's got his first points of the night.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
That one falls.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's the bulldozer. Pulls in another board. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass. And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. Four on the clock. Pass to Schroeder. The three is up. The rebound by Ross. Ross has got 5 rebounds in the game. Ivy with the floater and rejected. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Detroit on top. They lead by 14. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Miami, starting the 4th quarter. They've got Miles McBride. Jaden Ivey is out there with Green. And it's Ross in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Miami ball.
Now Green. Down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Leading by 12. And the foul on Jaden Ivey. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Smith. Pass to the bulldozer.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Murphy with it. Guarded by Smith. Here's Green. Finding some room inside. Green.
I mean, the speed, the agility, it can be so hard to keep pace with Green.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Monday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Wednesday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
You hear this all the time, but a road trip is a great chance for a team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry matters a lot in the NBA, and a trip like this can bring a team together. Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line, the Heat.
And both free throws good for Green. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
And here's Ivy. Ross with it. Not going to go that time.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Christie. Now Smith takes a three. It's rebounded by McBride. To the middle. Here's Ross. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
I love it. I mean, great ball movement by Ivy.
Now here's Wallace. Guarded by Ross. Wallace misses. Heat trail by 9. Inside. Ross can't get it to go. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to the bulldozer. Ivy against Cunningham. Oh, what a move by Cunningham inside.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
And here's Green from the arc. He buries it from 3. Green's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Here's Smith. And counted from 19 feet away. And the Pistons lead by 10.
The shot is repeatable. Smith Jr. has made that stroke so consistent.
Pass to Ross. Smith with the rebound.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Off target from 3-point range. Heat trail by 10. Murphy finds Ross. And it's rejected.
Oh, eager to make a defensive impact. Smith gets after it to find the denial.
Murphy against Cunningham. To the left wing. The 3, Smith. Miami grabs the miss. Murphy's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Nice execution inside from Green.
This is where Green is most effective. He's got a great feel for scoring inside.
Cunningham against Green. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And it's rebounded by the bulldozer. Detroit leading by 8. Pass to Cunningham from the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Ross has got rebound number 7 tonight. For Miami, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Cunningham against Ivy. Murphy with a screen on Cunningham. Outside, Green. Drills it from deep. Green's got 15 points here in the second half.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Ross. Alexander Walker comes in for McBride, and it's Markelle Fultz in for Ivy.
How impressive has he been tonight, battling inside in the trenches?
And it's Green missing. Detroit has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Oh, here in the fourth quarter, he's 5 for 7 from the field.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside, and up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Here's Christie. Deflected! And he stays with it. There's Cunningham with a 3. Drops in the 3. Cunningham's got 25 points.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half. 4 total. Keep shooting it.
Murphy passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Murphy. And here is Green. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Green's got 34 points.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Alexander Walker, and that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
I just love the ball movement.
Wallace outside, takes it inside. Here's the bulldozer. Green covering, up and in on the layup. 28 points for him.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Outside Murphy. Pass to Fultz. Outside Green. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Smith, no good. Miami's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Green with the ball. Lots of room. Hits the front of the rim and out.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
The bulldozer passes to Smith. Wallace outside. Cunningham left side. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, Cunningham digging deep.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Here's Adebayo. And there's the rejection. Smith with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. Smith no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
And Fultz comes to help. Wallace, the pass to the bulldozer. Cunningham on the wing, pounded by Fultz. Down low, Cunningham.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Pass to Adebayo. And the big finish by Adebayo.
And talk about coming up clutch. This is why Bam gets the ball in these moments.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
.56 seconds left in the 4th.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Cunningham outside. The bulldozer passes to Smith. There's the 3. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
Schroeder, he's checked in for Kate Cunningham. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
And both free throws good for Green.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Smith passes to the bulldozer. Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Christie. Out to the wing. Here's the bulldozer. Hounded by Adebayo.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Miami calls timeout. They're down by 4. All right, guys, what's your take?
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Off the inbound pass. Off target. So it's a narrow victory for the Pistons. Pulling it out for the W. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage.
You're one of the only players to ever get a quadruple double.
9 MP.